to you. One of the most actively traded products is the Tqqq. It's designed to triple the daily rally of the NASDAQ 100. So how are retail investors using it, Gunjan?
That's right. There has been just an exodus into these types of products. They are some of the most risky products in the entire market, and they offer leverage or inverse exposure to specific sectors of the market, major indexes. And as you mentioned, one of the most actively traded products is this one that's designed to triple the daily return of the NASDAQ 100 index. And it's one of the most popular products, especially among individual investors who are saying, I want to go all in on tech. I'm not looking to take my chips off the table. I want triple the exposure to this tech-heavy index. And of course, this can lead to some explosive one-day gains and also some big losses for investors.
Right, and they're not really meant to be held for a longer term. Sometimes these products are only meant to be held for a day or less. What does that mean for the market's foundation and the rally over the last few weeks? Do you think, Gunjan, that it should be less trusted because it's built on this riskier foundation?
You know, investors that I spoke with, data that I looked at for this article, whether it was fund flows or retail investor activity, showed that many investors are still bullish on tech. You know, I think we have seen this sell-off this year, but investors I spoke to, particularly individual investors, they were saying, I don't think this decade-long rally in tech is over quite yet, though it has been tested recently. You know, and that's why they're looking to these products to triple their exposure to tech, basically.
Okay, so what's the risk? What are people telling you overall, Gunjan, if this bet is wrong? To what degree is this risky behavior by some retail investors going to affect the overall market structure?
You know, over the past decade, we have seen times where investors have pointed to ETF activity or options activity as a source of exacerbating volatility. I think in this case, one of the biggest risks is for investors themselves. I spoke to a 25-year-old individual investor who's worked at Chick-fil-A, who's worked at Starbucks, and he poured $15,000 into Tqqq, this triple leveraged bet on the NASDAQ 100 index. You know, the risk for investors like these is that holding the ETF for long periods of time doesn't work out the way that they think they will. You know, investors are turning to these as kind of lottery ticket-like bets on the NASDAQ and tech stocks, and you may not win the lottery.
Yeah, putting it lightly. Gunjan, thank you so much for being with us today. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Whether you're building